Hey guys, so with the release of 12.9, Battlestate Games has decided to remove interchange from Shooterborn in Heaven and replace it with the Reserve. So I decided to make a video going over some of my favorite spots for sniping on Reserve. I think this was definitely a good change because Reserve is a much better sniping map compared to interchange. But I'll go over a lot of the easiest places to get 100-meter headshots. Now, my personal favorite spot for getting these 100-meter headshots is the rocks to the east of Dome, where you can sit here and it's perfectly 200 meters to the drop-down room, which a lot of people tend to rush at the start of the raid. So especially if you spawn back here, which is a pretty good spawn to get. You just have to aim. If you're using a Voodoo and 308 ammo, you just have to aim on the second line down from the center of the reticle, and it's a perfect headshot. So I get many kills here. A lot of people just pick up a graphics card or something, open their inventory to stick it in their alpha or gamma container. So a lot of people will stupidly stand still in that room. And as well as that, you can see over the Skylines, that tower as well. Another spot I like to use is at the Skylines Tower, where if I spawn here especially, I can run up. I can get a good view on the other spawns that spawn out on the field and snipe at them as they run across. Now, in addition to this, it's also possible, it's a bit hard to do with low strength, but it's also possible to make your way onto the roof here, if I can get the jump. To get up on the roof and have a good angle to all over the field here, and even snipe into the building. It's also another good spot to snipe at people that are up at Dome, but you are like fairly visible up here. Also have good angles towards bunkers and sometimes like front of Ks and stuff to get those 100-meter headshots. Now, if you get shot at here, you probably want to move, obviously, because yeah, once people know where you are, you should move. A little spot I like to use when people are in the south building is to either prone next to the tank or prone up here where I can lean and see into the building, and most people don't expect you to be here, so you'll have some clean shots into the drop-down building, drop-down room, and I have sniped some people from Dome from here too, but that's a pretty difficult shot to make. A very good spot to get angles on Dome, and many people don't expect you to be here. As well as this, you can run around, get over here, which is a good angle to shoot into the K buildings. It's more useful against scab boss, not against players though, so not the most useful thing for 100-meter headshots. And you can even come up here and run around and get over to this position where you can have a very clear view of the entire field out there. And I think around past where I'm aiming would be 100 meters, so anyone in that tower, on that bunker, on that hill, or that bunker will be a 100-meter headshot. Now, the most obvious spot you can go to is up here at the Dome, where you can see pretty much the entire map, but you are very exposed, and a lot of people check here, so there's a higher risk of getting shot. I recommend looking through these slits along the bottom of the actual dome itself. That way you only have a tiny window that you can be shot through. So you can prone over here to get a good angle on this half of the map, or prone over here to get a good angle on this half of the map, and it's especially good sniping into this building. Now, the range from here is pretty difficult to master, but with the Voodoo sight and I recommend that you don't use the zeroing, because it just adds another variable to the to everything you have to account for when you're sniping, and it makes it a lot easier to not have to consider another thing you need to constantly adjust. So I just use the lines on the scope, and after a while you start getting used to what range you have to go to what line on the scope for. So for example, this tower you'd have to go to the 5th line, as you can see. And yeah, so when you're sitting up at dome, around a third of the time you'll get an enemy that'll know the range and know like how to hit you in the first shot, so you'll just die instantly. But a lot of the time, people that shoot at you while you're up here will miss their first shot, and obviously if you get shot at once, just run away. It's not a good idea to stay. The more opportunities you give them to shoot at you, the more likely they are to hit you. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Vector9. I try to stream there every day, so come and hang out.